we've been fed this lie, this fairy tale. Let me tell you about this time that I got discovered, because I want to bust the myth that you can have the fairy tale, that you're going to get picked overnight, that someone's going to come across your message or just something that you shared and just go like, holy shit, like we need to have this person. Their message needs to be shown to the world, right? Like we think that's what's going to happen. But last year or a couple of years ago, it happened to me. I was laughing with a friend of mine while we were talking. I was talking about my messages and I said, you know, it's like people wait and they think like, I just want to get discovered. I wish that someone, you know, the idea is wish someone would just save me, right? I wish someone would just do this for me. That's what's behind it. A couple of years ago, I'm into my podcast, the Confidence and Communication Podcast, talking about this whole idea of, you know, wanting to get discovered. And I get a call from NCIFM in Manitoba. They, word for word, Jessica, we love your podcast. We want to know if you want to have your podcast on the radio show. And I was just like, oh my God, like this is my dream. So I get it. Okay, you're waiting to be discovered. I want to tell you like why that fairy tale is like the lie. And I was talking to my son today about like, does this make sense to you? Like just the whole concept of, you know, wanting to get discovered. I realized it's safer to imagine someone choosing you over you choosing yourself, over you putting yourself first. You worry so much about what is everybody else going to think that you don't think enough about how important is this message for me to share. I'm talking to anybody who is interested in being a speaker or interested in being a leader for other people in life coaching. The bad thing about this, the area that I struggled with the most, you want proof before you do the work. You secretly want to know, and you sometimes don't even admit this to yourself. You don't even realize this, that you're doing that to yourself, is you just think that you're just going to get discovered. And here's the thing about getting discovered. Here's the thing about me getting the radio show. Here's the thing about the people on stage or the people on the field, and the scout comes out, you know, all the stuff that we see in the movies, and they're called over. They're like, hey, you know, you come over here. You're exceptional, right? Like that's the myth, that's the story, that's the lie. But the thing about this that people don't realize is all of those people on the stage, on the field, they were all putting themselves in the arena, which is how they got discovered. I didn't just get called one day out of the blue, hey, you should have a radio show. I've been putting myself out there for years. And this is the teaching, this is the concept that I teach in all of my programs. So if you want to be a certified life coach, you want to lead others, I want to help you identify and get clear on who am I coaching, why am I coaching them, what is the transformation that they're going to get from working with me. I want to help you identify that in my Wolf Warrior Coaching Certification Program. Or if you want to be a public speaker, you want to speak at conferences, you want to show up online and you're like, I have so many things that I want to talk about. How do I even make sense of this? How do I know that I'm making sense when I speak up to my audience? These are the things that I'm going to help you get clear on so that you can be in the arena, not so that you can be discovered, but I'm also going to help you with the mindset around like putting yourself out there because you know this is your calling, not because you're waiting for someone to discover you.